you're improving in that part. You're doing better. As I told you, the thing with the language, with any language you want to learn, is that you need to practice it. That's why I was asking you for this homework, because like, okay, you are good at grammar, or some of you is like easy to follow the grammar rules, but the complication is when you just try to speak. So in this case, it's a good idea for you to work in the pronunciation, and also with the vocabulary, okay, class? Because some of you were using incorrect words, or words that are not like valid in the language. So, well, personally, I'm going to just send. I was checking your homeworks, like I was just focusing on pronunciation for this task, but what I did also, well, in this case, I just take some notes about the words or the vocabulary you need to practice with, or you need to just make a review of, and then this is like what you're going to do. But I'm going to send you in a private message, okay? So so far you are improving in pronunciation. That's a good aspect. That's a good point to remark in this evaluation. So congratulations to you all. Okay, class. So before starting the class, I'm gonna call out the attendance, and as you know, well, in this case, if you're not here, or if you have like, well, or well, in this case, if you're here but you have problems with your microphone or something like that, just in order to just tell me that you are in here, please tell to other classmates that uh, tells me the answer, like in this case, that you are in the class, please. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this part. Just give me some. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this. Um, well, in this case also, if you arrive to the class, or if you arrive meanwhile I'm just calling out the list, please at the end just tell me like you are in here, just in order for me to register your attendance, okay? So let's start then. Mm, okay, give me a second. Kevin? Is Kevin in here? Mika?
Here, teacher.
Thanks. Andy?
Present.
Thanks. Sandra?
Here.
Okay, thank you. Lily? Okay. Anais?
Present.
Profe, Lili tiene permiso.
Yes, I got it. I have already noticing here. So thanks. Thanks for telling me. I have already checked as that. Okay, Danny?
Present, teacher.
Tiri?
Present.
Marta,
Present.
Diana,
Present, teacher.
Keila,
Present.
Dulce,
Present.
Alma,
Present.
Arturo,
Here.
mm, Ruby,
Present.
thanks. Víctor,
Present.
Miriam.
Profe, creo que ella es baja.
Okay, yes, yes, yes. I'm sorry. Yes, I got it in here. Okay, Dianetti,
Present.
thanks. Monica,
Present.
thank you. Jessica,
Present.
Denise,
Present, teacher.
Axel,
Present.
Victor,
Present.
Diana,
Present.
Iris.
Present, teacher.
Okay, thanks. Okay, class. So, well, in this case, let's start with the class, the main idea of the class. So I need you to work totally in English this class, just in order to just keep on practicing. So remember, well, what I need you to do is to use an appropriate or the proper grammar and obviously proper vocabulary. It doesn't matter if your ideas are short. Actually, it's better to use short ideas, but like concrete ideas that long that are like kind of misunderstood. So in this case, what I need you to do um, is to, well, tell me, do you have any question related to the previous topic we saw last class? Do you have questions related to the conditionals class?
No, teacher.
Okay. So, do you remember we worked with the comparatives, right? We have previously worked with the comparatives. Do you remember it, class?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so I need you to some of you give me an example of a comparative. So who can give it to me? I need an example of a comparative, class.
example with the comparative with two, era con dos sílabas, no me acuerdo. Pero my example is my house is bigger than yours.
Exactly. Yes, that's the point. And remember, in that kind of adjective, when we add the er ending, we need to double the consonant because for sure adjectives that end with consonant, vowel consonant, and in this case we have big, B-I-G, we need to double the last consonant and add the er ending, okay? Good. Any other example?
Teacher
Tell me.
is mm, este John is thinner than Mike.
John is
Delgado, thinner, thin,
thinner,
thinner,
thinner. Remember, it's thinner, thinner.
thinner.
Exactly. Well, good. Yes, that sería done. Thinner done. Good. Another example, class.
Uh, teacher.
Okay.
To, today is colder than yesterday.
Excellent. Good. Another example, class. Do you have other example of it?
Profe, podría ser, my dog is cute than your cat?
It's cuter
Cuter than your cat?
than your cat. Cat?
Mm-hmm. Cat.
Okay, good. Excellent. Well, in this case, you remember it good, and that's pretty good for you. Okay. So, in this case, remember, comparatives are used to compare two things. In this case, we're going to work with superlatives. What a superlative is, or what for we use the superlatives? Can you tell me? Class, do you know what for we use superlatives? Do you? Okay, so in this case, we're going to work with superlatives. This class is going to be, especially for working with superlatives. So I'm going to explain you what superlatives are, what for we use them. And in this case, we're going to talk about the rules, okay? And as well, I'm gonna help you, or I'm gonna teach you how to mix a comparative and a superlative in just one sentence. So that's what we're going to do today. Okay, let's start with this. So, class, can you see the screen? Can you watch what I have in here?
Yes, teacher.
Mm, yes.
Okay. So let's start with this superlatives. Have I explained you what superlatives are, class? Okay, so let's do it. In this case, we're going to use superlatives to say that a thing or a person is the most of a group, like it's on the top. Okay, I'm sorry for that. Um, okay, can you still see the screen in here, class?
Yes, teacher.
Yes,
Okay.
teacher.
So basically, what you said, Janet, in your example in the chat, it's correct. So we're going to use to talk about who's on top. In this case, we're going to use superlatives to show that. And basically, we're going to need two different. Well, the rules are almost the same, but in this case, we're not going to add the year ending or done. In this case, like it's the best cafe in London, or like it could be also this is the best cafe in London. So what we need is to say de, which is the article el in Spanish, best, obviously good, better, and best. This is an irregular adjective. So better change into best, and that's like in order to say el mejor, the best. Okay, this is the best cafe in London. The second example I have, this bowl is the biggest one. As you're noticing here, again, we're going to follow the rule, the consonant, vowel consonant with double the last consonant, but in this case, instead of adding the ER ending, we add the EST ending, okay? So in this case, we're going to say, this bowl is the biggest one. Yes? So and remember the rule. For short adjectives or one syllable adjectives that ends or that are consonant vowel consonant with double the last consonant and add the est ending. So in this case, is biggest. And then again, it says John and Lisa are the most intelligent students here. In this case, again, we're going to add the article D, and then as we have a long adjective that in this case is intelligent, how many syllables intelligent have? Class, how many syllables does the word intelligent have? Who can tell me that? Class?
Two?
No.
One.
One syllable? How do you identify
Four
the
syllable,
syllables?
syllable,
Yes, it's
four.
four syllable word. In this case, when we need to identify the syllables in a word in English, it works totally different that we do in Spanish. In Spanish, we just divide it, right? Like inteligente. In this case, in English, we're going to work according to the sounds we produce when we pronounce the word. Intelligent, intelligent, four. Okay. And So in this case, as we are using a long adjective, we use the again, and we're going to use the change. In the comparative, we use more. In the superlative, it changes into must. Okay, John and Lisa are the most intelligent students here. This dress is the prettiest one. Again, we're going to use. Remember the rule. For adjectives that end with y, we drop the y at I in the ending est. So that's why we have in this case. This dress is the prettiest one. So I can say, for example, in a comparative sentence, I can say the blue dress is prettier than the blue one. But in this case, as in here, there is not a comparative, a comparison, because it's like the best or the most, and then the adjective. We're going to say this dress is the prettiest one. And if we translate it into Spanish, we say este vestido es el más bonito, más lindo. Okay. And well, in this case, we're going to work, or you need to be careful. You need to be careful with these two words that appear in blue in here, further and farther. All of them are going to mean lejos. Obviously, further and farther. Then if we change into the comparative, this is going to change into furthest and farthest, okay? So further and further are like, it's like the meaning of far, which means lejos. In this case, what we have in here, we have the comparative form of the adjectives, okay? But in this case, if we need to change into the superlative form, the only thing we need to do is to drop the ER ending, in this case, drop the ER ending and add the EST ending. So it would say like furthest and farthest. But in this case, we're going to use it to talk about distance. We're going to use to talk about distance, but in this case, we need to be careful with if the distance we're talking is metaphorical or it's physical. Yes. Is it clear so far, class? Class.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So what you need to do, well, in this case, how we're going to just combine a superlative and in a comparative sentence. Here we have different examples. In here it says, my brother is taller than me. That's the comparative part. But my sister is the tallest. My brother is taller than me, but my sister is the tallest. Yes?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So the other one, the coffee is hotter than tea, but the milk is the hottest. The coffee is hotter than tea, but the milk is the hottest. Yes? And in this sentence, we can omit the article, the definite article, the. We can say also, coffee is hotter than tea, but milk is the hottest. Okay? Coffee is hotter than tea, but milk is the hottest. And in that kind of sentences, we combined A comparative sentence and a superlative sentence. Is it clear so far, class? Class, is it clear?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so what I need you to do, is to use the sentences you have in the slide and change it into question and negative sentences. Okay? Yes, class? The first four examples you have in here, you're going to change into negative sentences and interrogative sentences or questions. Okay, class? Class, is it clear?
The sentences of the presentation.
Yes, the first four we have, like, it's the best cafe in London, this ball is the biggest one, John and Liz are the most intelligent students here, this dress is the prettiest one. So what you're going to do is to change into negative and questions, okay? Yes, class?
Okay,
Yes,
teacher.
teacher.
Yes.
Okay. As soon as you finish, well, in this case, you have uh 10 minutes to do that because we're going to just continue with other activity that it's important for you to develop, which is going to be related with your listening skill. Okay, if you have any question, please ask me, like maybe you need to recheck the order of something, and you can ask me, and then I'm going to tell you if you're right or wrong, and we're going to correct like the possible mistakes you have. Okay, so go ahead, class. Do you have any question, class? How's it going, class? Okay, meanwhile you work with this, I'm going to explain you what is going to be the following activity about, and then well, the following activity, as I told you, it's important because you need to develop your listening skills. And in this case, the exercise we're going to work with, it's going to present different situations, and you're going to identify the situation according to what you listen. Okay. Um, so in this case, like the audios are going to be repeated twice, and then they present you, well, in this case they present you the options, just see the options, and then according to what you listen, you're going to just choose the correct option that represents the context, or what in which the conversation is taking place, or as well it is going to just represent what the people is talking about. Okay, so as soon as you finish, please tell me in order to check it out. Well, in order to continue with the following activity, then if we have time, we're going to go back to the check of your sentences, just in order for you to have like a clear idea. Finish class?
Ya casi, teacher.
Okay. Finish class? Class, have you finished? Class, are you ready? Yes?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so let's check it. As well, in this case, let's check it quickly, just in order for you to have like some of you are going to just give me the negative form of the sentence, and then the other is going to give me the question form or the interrogative form of the sentence. So the first one, it's the best cafe in London. In an interrogative form, it would be class.
Teacher i- is it the best coffee in London?
Is it? Yes. Is it the best coffee in London? Excellent. Good. As an interrogative, well, as negative,
Is this isn't the best coffee in London?
can you repeat it?
This isn't the best coffee in London.
Hmm? This isn't the best coffee in London. No, it isn't. It isn't the best coffee in London. Good. Number two, this bowl is the biggest one. In a negative form,
Sería this bowl is not the biggest one.
exactly. This bowl is not the biggest one, or it isn't the biggest one. As in question,
Is this bowl the largest?
is this bowl the biggest one?
Teacher, is this bowl the biggest one?
Yes. Is this bowl the biggest one? Okay. What about the third one? Number three, John and Lisa are the most intelligent students here.
John and Lisa are not the most intelligent students here.
Mm-hmm. In interrogative,
Is
Are, bueno, que la diga.
okay.
Are they the most intelligent students here?
Yes, but in this case, are John and Lisa the most intelligent students here? Or are they? But in this case, as we're using names, we can just keep them in the sentence. Then we have, this dress is the prettiest one. Negative.
This dress isn't the prettiest one.
Mm-hmm. This dress isn't the prettiest one. And as a question,
Is this dress the prettiest one?
is this dress the prettiest one? Excellent. Good. Okay, I'm gonna explain you quickly your homework. As a homework, you're going to write down 6 sentences in which you mix the comparative and superlative forms in just one sentence, okay? 6 sentences combining the comparative and the superlative sentences.
¿En total 6 o de cada una?
No, six. Like
Ah,
as
ok.
a total, there are going to be six.
Ok, teacher, thank you.
¿Y con negative e interrogative?
No, no. In this case, well, in this case, if you want to make or create a negative or interrogative, it can be okay. You can do it, but it's not necessary to work like that. Look, I mean, if you want to make all them positive, you can do it. If you want to or to write all the negative, or if you want to mix them, you can do it. Yes.
Yes, thanks.
Okay. So as I was telling you, I'm going to just stop sharing this part. So I'm sorry for this. Okay. Mm. Then, as I told you, I'm going to just share a slide in here. Well, in this case, we're going to use a YouTube video, and in this case, you're going to just choose the correct option. So let's do it. Okay, so um, in this case, it says listen and choose the correct option. So what you're going to do in here is that. Okay, let me check what is happening. Okay, I think that's not working as I expected to. Can you see the screen, class?
No, teacher.
No, teacher.
Okay, let me check. Okay, can you see it now, class?
No.
No, teacher.
No? What about now?
Yeah.
Yeah, teacher.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so as I told you, well, let me make it bigger. It is not bigger. Okay, I think it's better in that way. Okay, so you're going to tell me if you listen properly because I think it's not going to work because of the audio. So let's check it. No, that's not working. No, this is not working as it should be. Okay, don't worry. I'm going to send you a link and then you're going to just work with these exercises, or I'm going to send you the link of the video. Well, yes, I'm gonna send you the link of the video in the WhatsApp group, and then you're going to just recheck it, okay? And then this is going to be again a kind of your homework, and this is like just in order for you to practice. And what I need you to do, as it is not working because of the audio, what I need you to do, or I'm going to explain how it works. Obviously, as I told you, here you have like the context of the conversation. It says in here you're walking in the street when somebody stops and speaks to you. What does he want? Okay, and then you have three different options. Like for example, A, give him directions. B, give him an address, and C, take him somewhere. So what you're going to do is obviously to listen to the audio. So first they present the audio in here, well, the context and the possible options you have. Then you're going to listen to the audio. The audio is going to be repeated 2 times. Yes, the audio is repeated 2 times just in order for you to catch a better idea of this. And what you have in this part is to choose the correct option. They just give you some time in order to just or some seconds in order for you to choose the correct option, and then the the exercise choose or shows you what is the correct answer. Okay, so as I told you, this is going to be just in order for you to practice your listening skills. So I'm going to send you the link of the video in order for you to work. And like by being honest with yourselves and with me, I need you to tell me, well, or just to report me in the WhatsApp group again. Uh, Teacher, I got uh, 2 from 10. Okay, so you're going to report it. What kind of or what are your results? If you got all the questions correct in here or all the exercises correct in here, of or how many you have as a mistake, then in order for you to, this is, as I told you, this is just in order for you to practice and to improve your listening skills. And it's gonna be very useful for you. Okay, so as I told you, as this is not working here, I'm going to just send you the link of the video. As soon as we finish the class, I'm gonna send you the link of the video, and then you're going to just practice, okay, with these exercises. Is it clear, class? Class, is it clear?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Good. So, well, in this case, the time of the class is almost finished. It's almost finished, and then I'm going to just, well, just in order for you not to have problems with a delay on your following or your next class, we're going to stop in here. And as I told you, I'm going to send you the link of the video in the WhatsApp group, and this is just going to be a kind of practice for you, okay? So, class, have an excellent day, have an excellent week. Take care and see you on Friday, okay?
Thank you, teacher. You're welcome.
You're welcome. See you. Take care.
See you,
See you.
teacher.
See
See
you.
you,
See you,
teacher.
teacher. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.